Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy, Masculine Jedi, with another video. Now, for today, I'm going to be doing a little spicy review here. And it's in this game that you probably heard of, currently. Probably not, but still. Its name is Far Cry 5. Now, this game, I really enjoyed playing. It's an open-world first-person shooter game, which takes place in Montana, in America. And it's I really like the detail they put in this game, just effort. And then I go into all those sections in this review right here. So hopefully you guys enjoy. This will probably be like my last video in a while, but still, let's get into it. Alright, so first thing I have to say is obviously the story, if it's good or not. Well, see, the story pretty much is about you're a federal marshal, and you're with your federal marshal friends, or colleagues, as I like to call them, and you're supposed to arrest this this father called Joseph Seed, right? And when you do that in the middle of something, you're like in this helicopter thing, you like take him away, but then one of his followers, shoots down the helicopter and you crash, and your colleagues are kidnapped, and you pretty much have to rescue them and arrest the father. That's pretty much the main goal of the entire story. Alright, now you're probably gonna be wondering, like, missions, like, how are they built? Are they built like very bad, or are they actually a good first person open world missions I really want to enjoy? Well, the missions are actually very cool. Some of them are pretty simple, some of them are hard. Some of them you need to take full precaution. And like the game, the good thing is that you can play like co-op, completely. You can like make a lobby and you can like play with your friends and all. And I played with my friend, and it was like a blast. You had so much fun, completing the missions, unlocking vehicles, all that stuff. I really, really enjoyed, the time when we did that. It was super cool. But I recommend, if you're gonna play the game, if you're like a Far Cry, type of player who already played one of the games in the series, or probably has played so many games of the series, then this game, if you want to play the story, if you want to enjoy it, I recommend you playing it alone and co-op. Some of them alone, and some of it co-op. Just pretty much what's the tip? Just a tip. Now let's get into soundtrack. This is where it gets super good. So probably if you're already caught the game, when you turn on the radio in the game, it has like this playlist, and it's like a bit like country type of stuff, like kind of like religious. And I really, really enjoyed the game, the soundtrack. The game. It's been like it was well composed, and I went in like every single like song they made, and it was very good, very catchy. In the lyrics, it's pretty much talking about you and talking about what's going on, and every time it's just amazing. The soundtrack, like every time you're like in a battle, it just plays like this dramatic like violin type of guitar thing, and that was cool. And every time you liberate like a outpost or just complete a mission, it has like this catchy guitar thing, which is super cool. I really like the soundtrack. If you want to purchase it, it's in the Ubisoft store. Just saying, if it's just very good. It's just a very cool soundtrack. Now let's go to the gameplay part. Now the gameplay, it actually, it's very satisfying how it goes. Now it's obviously like your typical Far Cry gameplay, so it's not really, like different from the Far Cry genre. But the cool thing and favorite thing I found from the gameplay is that you can now throw items at them. Yes, you can actually do that. You can get like a pipe, as an example, or a shovel. You can like aim at it and just throw it, and it's super hilarious how it happens. But sometimes I feel a little bit left out when I'm doing like a takedown. I mean, sometimes like I'm right in front of the person and he doesn't see me, and I just take him down, which was very weird, but still. And the takedowns are actually very cool and satisfying. Like you can take down people with with your bat and all that stuff. It's very cool takedowns. But here's something that's bothering me that it's part of the gameplay, and it's gonna divide into another section. But let's dig into it right now. Alright, now this thing that really bothers me is the AI. Not to be rude, but the AI in this game is pretty bad. Like, it isn't the best AI. Like, it isn't like a good AI really. Like, it's just not that good really. It's pretty bad. I mean, I like to call it dumb AI. See, I also got my how can I say this? Sidekick, specialists, and I had like Jess Black and all. So you call her a command, and she was like going to somewhere else, and you started shooting other people. And it was like very like weird. The AI, and also when doing the gun for hire things, they can actually be kind of stupid. Now I was doing this mission of the Herc thing, you probably know from the previous games. Well, he's in the game, and I was doing his mission. He legitimately took an RPG and just hit the truck, the thing we need to pretty much escape with. And that got me so furious, and I just started laughing. Just started laughing, really. I was just laughing, And the enemies can also be pretty dumb, and also like the good guys AI, that's also pretty dumb. And I also experienced some glitches, which is the next chapter. The glitches in this game are pretty rare. Now, I encountered a glitch that was, pretty weird. And I was doing this mission. I had to like deliver like 20 people. It was called Serve and Protect. It was in a phase region. When the sheriff gives you this one, and when I was doing it, right, it was you completed it, but then it got me like the check mark complete, but it wasn't like no voice line were there or nothing told me like, oh, it was complete. Like not even like 2 hours later, right? 2 hours later, it tells me Serve and Protect complete, and I was like, okay. It was super weird, man. Now let's go to the villains, which pretty much you probably want to know, probably crazy to know. Is this villain more crazier than Vaz from Far Cry 3, which is pretty much the craziest villain in the whole Far Cry franchise? Heck yeah, it is. Like this one is very insane. See, it isn't only Joseph Seed. He has 3 other people, which is Faith Seed, Jacob Seed, and John Seed. Those 3 makes with Joseph Seed are pretty much a combination of insanity. It's like the Wombo combo, It's like, it just beats Vaz like completely. John Seed is a complete maniac. Faith, not that really. Jacob is like a kind of like a soldier, which is really like a strong villain. But Joseph Seed, he was very interesting, type of villain. He was very interesting. Now let's go to the ending. The ending of this game is pretty, well done. It was like watching Cloverfield again. The ending. I mean, it wasn't bad. It left you. It's like a cliffhanger ending. So pretty much the good ending. You pretty much escape. You pretty much go with the good guys and all. But when you're about to arrest Joseph Seed again, pretty much a nuke falls apparently, and we're like all set up, and you just look at you like it's like all planned, bro. Like you're doomed pretty much. So you take out with your 3 friends, the federal marshals, and then you just head off with your with the truck, and with Joseph Seed, because that's how it goes. This bunker with the pretty much the one who recruited you. You have to go to that bunker, and you're going there, and then pretty much a tree falls, and you're pretty much doomed. Like everyone's just knocked out. The father takes you to the bunker, kills the guy who's on the bunker, ties you up in a chair, and you're just left alone with him. You're just left there with the father, and pretty much everyone dies in a nuclear apocalypse. I mean, not the apocalypse, the Holocaust and all. pretty much like, so if you like pretty much like saved Grace Armstrong, the specialist and all, everyone, you thought like Herc was like, oh, the best. Bad news for you. They all die pretty much in a good ending. It's not really a good ending, it's just a dark ending. But now the bad ending really was a kind of like, like also pretty random ending. See, apparently you just take your friends with you, just leave everyone behind, just walk away, and then when you're there in the car, just like song triggers you, like not triggers like like that trigger sound. Apparently that song triggers like your killer instinct, and then the screen cuts black. And IGN explains this, in this video, in a video that they made. Apparently it means that you kill your friends. So yeah, you pretty much are the bad guy in that part. And a secret ending, which I'm not gonna count really in this one because really like they just added it ever since Far Cry 4, which is pretty much in the beginning of the game. When you start to arrest the father, just just leave the controller there, just don't press X, like arrest the father, and then it pretty much just goes like it just says, oh okay, you still arrest the father. That's pretty much it. It's really kind of like a weak secret ending, but still, it was very interesting to see it. Now, the review. Now we want the juicy. What score am I gonna give it? I'm going to give this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. It could have been better, with its how can I say this? With its AI, but its AI kind of like ruins most of the game. But I can tell you that's like the most strongest chapter. Far Cry 4 was a good game, well developed, but it wasn't that good as the fifth one. Like the fifth one is very good, well made, well thought out. But to give it a 10, it needs to have a better AI. If they come up with an update, for Far Cry 5, which is better, I might reconsider probably giving it like a 10 or something, probably. But still, this AI ruins kind of like most of the game. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you did enjoy, be sure to hit that like button down below. Also, remember to subscribe. And yeah, see you guys later. Peace out. Fortnite for life, I guess. See ya.